Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted a video in a really long time and I'm so upset about it. I've just been so busy. I work 2 jobs, which not anymore. I'm actually cutting back to just 1 job so that I'm not so stressed out all the time. I mean, that on top of, you know, running a household, taking care of my husband, taking care of myself. I just don't have that free time that I desperately have been needing. I wore this look 2 nights ago. It's a really simple smoky eye look, blues, grays, and silvers, and I just think, you know, if you try, anybody can do this look. I wore it out to dinner the other night and just fell in love with it. I couldn't stop looking at it, looking at my eyes in the mirror, because I just think it complements the green eyes really well. I hope you guys like this video. I've been itching to make another video so bad. I've been saving up for a camera, which is why I haven't filmed anything, but I was just like, you know what, I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just gonna do it on my phone, and I hope it works out pretty good, and I hope you guys like it. So please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like it, please comment and tell me other looks that you might like to see. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, so to get started, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Hangover RX face primer. I'm not going to put it all over my face. This was a sample tube that I got in my August Ipsy bag. I've used it 3 times now and I can already tell a giant difference. I've never been one to use a lot of primers. I don't, you know, have many issues with my skin, but I've noticed with the last few foundations that I've tried to use, I get patchy, especially around my nose and like my T-zone. So I don't really put it, you know, much other than like up around my nose and then just kind of like diffuse it out around my cheeks and under my eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm going to be using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, and I use the color Fair Light Neutral. So I just use 1 pump. You know, it's summer and it's really hot outside, so I mean 1 pump is enough to, you know, get me through, give me the coverage that I need, and then yeah, I don't want to feel like a cake face all day in the middle of summer. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face, starting at the cheeks and moving around to the rest of the face. Bring a little around the neck. And then I'm just going to take my Sephora brand makeup sponge, pick up the rest of what's on my hand, and just dab it all into my face. Now that it's all blended in and nice, the next step I'm going to take is my concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Fair. So you always want to go at least 1 shade lighter to give you that highlight and to conceal. So I'm just going to go right under the eye, make a little triangle, and on the other side, around the nose, on the chin, right down the center, and then just a few little marks above the nose on the forehead, just to kind of even out the skin. I'm going to go back in with the damp beauty blender and just stipple it all out. Okay, to set the concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I'm just gonna take it's another e.l.f. brush. It's the stippling brush. It's just a small brush to get into those areas easily. Just gonna set that under eye a little bit. I'm just tapping it right in there. It gets enough on there to get the job done. And this just ensures that all that makeup isn't going to be moving around on your face all day, and your concealer isn't going to crease up under your eyes. Alright. Alright, so now that I've got my foundation and concealer out of the way, I'm going to go in with, we're just going to start on the eyes. I'm going to go back and do my contouring and highlighting and all that stuff once my eyes are done. So to start with the eyes, I'm going to prime them with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer in Enigma. I really like this one. I've always used Urban Decay eyeshadow primers. I just think they work best for my eyes. I have really oily eyelids, so like throughout the day, all of my eyeshadow just goes right to the crease and clumps up, and it's gross. But when I wear this, I don't have a single issue with my eyeshadow all day long. Okay, so to start, the two palettes I'm going to be using today is this little Morphe palette. This was one that I created myself when I went to the Morphe store in Burbank, California. Me and my best friend Carrie went in March, and I created this little palette. These were just some colors that I fell in love with and that I had to try out for myself. So one of the main colors we're going to be using today is this gray color. It's just a matte gray, nothing too special about it, but it's just a nice base for the rest of the colors that I'm going to be going in with. The rest of the colors I'm using are in my Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. I love this thing. So it just pulls out from the bottom. I'm just going to take it out and put that to the side because it's more for just decoration, but it's such a cute palette. The colors I'm going to be going in with are this one, I can't remember all the names. Looking Glass, Reflection, and then Mirror, Bandersnatch, and where is it at? Oh, and Time. So those are the ones I'm going to be using the most. But to start, and sorry guys, my brushes are so dirty. I need to clean all of them. So I'm going to start by going in with my Morphe M513. It's just a nice white fluffy brush. You know, to get everything diffused and blended and just a nice even coverage on the lid. So I'm going in with that Looking Glass, just the light fair shade, you know, kind of, and almost, it's more for just kind of setting that powder. So I'm going to go in with Looking Glass. After that, I'm going to go in with the one below it, Reflection, which is just a little bit of a deeper shade, more of a camel color. Nothing too crazy. Alright, now that I've got all that blended out, I'm going to go in with that Morphe palette and go straight in with this gray color. Now the Morphe eyeshadows do have, if you go to the store, the individual eyeshadows do have names. So I'm going to see if I can find that color, but if not, it's just a matte gray. So I'm just going to take that and go straight onto the lid. Just windshield wiper motions, circular motions, just getting it super diffused. Bringing it right above the crease. Kind of cleaning up that edge a little bit. Just a nice and diffused matte gray. Now that we've got that gray, I'm going to go back to my Alice in Wonderland palette. That was the only color I was going to use out of my Morphe palette. I'm going to go back in with the Alice in Wonderland palette, and I'm going to go in with this navy blue color, Bandersnatch, and I'm going to take it right on the outer corners and kind of bring it into the crease, but not all the way. We're going to go about center, so we're going to start on the outside and bring it right into the center of the crease. This is just going to give it a little extra dimension, get some more colors in there. I think grays and blues are so beautiful together. So what I do is just kind of make my little circles around the outer corner and then windshield wipers into the crease. Alright, once Bandersnatch is blended out, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of Time. I'm going to start adding a little bit of sparkle to all this matte. Time is just, it's almost like Bandersnatch, but just a few shades darker and has a nice sparkle to it. So I'm going to tap off my brush a little bit and I'm just going to go right on that outer corner. It's going to darken up the outer corner just a little bit, not too much. And bring it in just a tiny bit so it's not all just compacted into one area. See how it just darkens it up just a tiny bit? It does, that one has a very powdery formula, so just be careful, make sure you tap it off because it does put a ton of product on the brush. Alright, so the next color I'm going to be going in with is going to be this bad boy down here. This is Mirror. It's a sparkly gray, so instead of the matte gray that we used earlier, we're going to go directly on top of it. We're going to go, you see where it's lighter? We're just going to cover that whole area with Mirror. Just kind of give it a little extra sparkle. Let's see. I'm going to go in with one of my Urban Decay Naked palette brushes. I think this is from, this one's from Naked 3. And I'm just going to use the flat side, the flat one. So there's a fluffy side and there's a flat one. I'm going to take the flat one, dip it into Mirror, tap off the excess, and go directly onto the center of the eyelid. Alright, so that is it for the lid other than highlighting. For our highlight, we're going to go in with this bad boy right here. I also got this in an Ipsy bag. This is by the brand Mana Kadar Beauty. I'm not sure, I've never heard of it before, but it's in the color Fantasy. It's just a very shimmery color. It does almost have like a pinky silver tone to it. I really like it for a highlight because it is so pigmented and it's just, I don't know, I just think it's very nice for a brow highlight and inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to take it, dip it in, tap off the excess, and go right on top. I just think it gives you that nice, pretty little highlight, nothing too extreme. So now, let's see. We'll just finish up with the eyes. So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, which is her black color. I got this for my birthday and absolutely love it. It's the only eyeliner I use anymore because it's so easy to use. I've always had issues with wing liners, always. They're so hard, but it just takes practice, and I finally think I've got down at least one look that I like. I don't do, extremely large wings, but I do, we do get a little wing in there, so I'm gonna do my eyeliner. And this I can't help but use a mirror because otherwise it'll look like a hot mess. So this side got a little bit chunky on the wing, and that's okay. I mean, it's hard to make both sides come out perfectly even. So I am just gonna take, I use this trick almost every single time I do my makeup. I just take a makeup wipe, make it nice and tight on my finger, and I'm just gonna kind of tighten up that wing a little bit. See, it made it perfectly tight and a nice line. Also clean up that side a little bit too. And you know what, if you feel like you wiped your makeup off, all you gotta do is take that beauty blender again, the side you used, and just kind of pat back over it, and it'll kind of even your makeup back out. Alright, now that we've got those wings, I'm just gonna go in with just going to do the under eye, the waterline. I'm going to go in with Bandersnatch, again, just that navy blue color, and I'm going to take, this was the one I used to highlight my brow bone, and I didn't tell you guys what it was. It's the Morphe M168. It's just a small, like a little dome brush. It's very densely packed, and it's just nice for getting in those smaller areas that are a little harder to get to. Just get it nice and blended underneath. I just think that really makes your eyes pop to get that color on top and on bottom, so that all the focus goes right to the center of the eye. After that, I'm just going to go ahead and do mascara, and then we'll finish up the rest of the face. So for the bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with NYX Faux lashes. I don't really like them for the top lashes. I don't know, I just feel like I'm coating and coating and coating, and I can never get them to the length that I want, because I don't wear a lot of false lashes unless, you know, it's a big occasion. But for the top lashes, I'm going to go in with Milani Big and Bigger lashes. I've been using this for like a month now, and I really like it. It is one of your cheaper options for mascara, which is nice, and I do get good results from it. And luckily I do have pretty curled lashes as it is, so I don't have to curl my lashes. I can just go straight in with my mascara. Alright, so to finish up with the face, we're going to go back in and just do a tiny bit of contouring to kind of give the face a little bit of color. So I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and I like to use this middle shade. That's the one that I prefer for my skin tone. It's the lightest one, and I'm gonna go in with, I'm actually gonna go in with a bigger fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M460. It's the flat brush. It's good for just kind of getting that little bit of area, and then I'm going to take a bigger brush and kind of diffuse it out. So I'm just going to pat it in there, tap off some of the excess, and go straight in. And get the other side. Contouring is probably my least favorite part of the makeup process. I don't have a very defined line like most, or like a lot of women do, and they can just see, you know, where their contour should go. And it took me a really long time to get that contour where I wanted it to be. So always remember, you want it to be darker up by the ear and then just lightly go out, because your shadow is going to be more, you know, towards the back of your face. And then I'm just moving back and forward motions, but I'm moving upwards. You don't want to bring it down, because that's going to like pull your look down. It's going to give you more of a firm look when you pull up. So it's just a very light contour, but enough to give you that little bit of dimension on the face. Get the other side. So I know the color is a lot darker on this side of the face. Alright, so we got contour. And just to clean it up a little bit, I'm going to take this really light shade and just go under it a little bit. Maybe kind of sharpen it up a little. Alright. Next, I am going to go in with, where is it at? Oh, this is just a little blush palette. It's just a 10 blush palette by Coastal Scents. You know, not the best quality in the world, but blush is just one of those things to me where it is important, but you know, it just gives you that little bit of color, and I just don't think you need a lot of it. It just kind of gives you that little bit of rosiness. So this has some pretty intense colors in it. I only use, you know, some of the, you know, more neutral shades. I'm gonna go in with this one in the bottom corner. It's more of a neutral corally color. I'm gonna go right on the apples of the cheeks. Tap it off a little bit so it's not too intense. Perfect. And then of course the highlight. I'm gonna go in with my Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, which is my fave, probably forever and always, because I mean I love all highlighters and I use, you know, other ones all the time, but this one is just the best, I think. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is my favorite highlighting brush. This is by Luxie in 522, the tapered highlighter. It's a nice big fluffy tapered brush that I just think is perfect. So I'm gonna tap it in, tap it off, and then go right on the tops of the cheeks. So I like to come down the side of the eye and then pull it down. Perfect. Go down the tip of the nose. And on the cupid's bow. Gives you a little pout. Alright, so the last thing I'm gonna do is just, I like my eyebrows the way they are. I think they have a nice color. I don't have a lot of issues with my eyebrows. I tweeze them. You know, if I see a hair I don't like, I tweeze them. I do occasionally get them waxed, but I've always liked my eyebrows. I do color them in just a tiny bit, just to kind of get those lighter spots, like right there. But I like the shape. I like how my eyebrows are, and I just don't think they need a lot. But I am gonna go in with my Anastasia brow. This one's the brow definer in the color Auburn, to match that little bit of red in my hair, and I'm just gonna kind of fill in those more sparse areas. Now they are a little more filled in. Last but not least, I'm gonna go in with a little lipstick, and I got this one in my Ipsy bag the other day and fell in love with it. I've only worn it twice, but now I want to wear it every day. It's by Trust Funds Beauty, and it's in the color K by. It's just a nice neutral liquid lipstick that, I mean, would look fabulous on anybody. And it's not drying. It may have a little color transfer, but I mean, I'll do anything not to have like super dry lips all day long. Super, super pretty. Alrighty guys, well that completes the eye look. I hope you guys like it. It's just a nice smoky eye that's not too intense. Like, I go to work later today, but you know what? I like having my makeup look a little bit, you know, I'm in a uniform, so I like to look, you know, a little extra cute, put my own little personality into my look. And if that means a little bit of a more intense makeup look, so be it. But I really hope you guys like this look. Please leave me a comment down below if you like it. Also like it and subscribe to my channel because that would make me super happy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's another look that you guys want to see, please leave a comment down below. I would be happy to do anything and try anything new. So yeah. Alright. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.